Welcome to our culture to the world. Come with me, meet new people, and learn from their experiences in this episode of our culture to the world. Today I'm in Accra, Ghana, and I'm chatting with Benjamin Ahiadome. Benjamin works as a housekeeper, so I wanted to chat with him about his job. The traditional term that was used for male housekeepers was houseboy. Now, this term was used in the UK and Ireland for a male domestic servant. This usually was a native person who worked for a British family living in non British regions of the British Empire. We can therefore see how this term and practice became prevalent in African countries that were colonized by the British, like Ghana. So, Benjamin and I are going to have our little discussion. Please enjoy. And of course, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, like the video, share it, comment, be part of the discussion, and be part of the Our Culture to the World community. Okay, so I'm here in Accra, Ghana, and I'm with Benjamin, and I'm interested in knowing about aspects of the culture, and one aspect of the culture has to do with young males who serve as housekeepers. That I know that that's prevalent in certain parts of West Africa, like Ghana and Nigeria. So first of all, tell me your name.
Please, my name is Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Ahiadome, yeah.
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 What's your surname?
Ahiadome.
And do you have a name for day of the week? What day were you born?
I'm a Monday born.
And so that is what Kojo?
Yeah, Kujo. Yeah, Kujo.
Okay, right. So he was born on Monday. So his day name, because you have a day, whichever day of the year you were born.
Yeah.
That's it. So like I was born on Saturday. My day name is Amma.
Yeah.
So Benjamin's day name is Kojo.
Kujo, yeah. Kujo.
Right. So we sitting outside, and we on my visit to Ghana here, we stay at an Airbnb, and Benjamin is the housekeeper here. So that's something that's like I mentioned earlier, is interesting to me. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit with him about that. So Benjamin, how long have you been working as a housekeeper?
I've been here for almost 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you so did you do any work like this before?
Yeah, I completed a college. I completed Kufudia Technical University at the year of 2020. I completed 2020, and I did my service 1 year, national service. So after service, I supposed to work for a while before maybe I'll gather some money to further my education. So I found myself here. So and one thing I love about housekeeping is that I was young, I like helping my mom in the kitchen and stuff. So
Okay.
so that's why like I just want to come here and work here as a housekeeper.
Okay.
Because me, as for me, I don't anything where anything like that. I don't like that. So, like I try to keep everything neat.
Okay, right. So notice he said he doesn't like, dirty stuff, so he likes to keep things neat. So he enjoys doing this kind of work. So but what did you, when you went to technical school, what did you study there?
I study computer network.
Oh,
Yeah, for computer network.
oh, yeah, that's interesting. So your hope is, I would imagine, that eventually you would get a job in that field.
Yeah. So my hope is that in the near future, like not in the near future, like definitely, I'll further my education to maybe acquire network engineer and stuff like that.
Oh wow, great, and I'm sure you have, I hope, and that you'll be able to do that. But tell me, Benjamin, if you could just tell me a little bit about like what is involved as a housekeeper what are some of the duties you have? What are some of the things you have to do as a housekeeper?
Uh, as a housekeeper, you make sure every the house is always neat. Yeah, and you must make sure every day you must keep the house neat. Every floor you have to keep every corner of the house always neat. Even if and you have to you have to be in a hospitality manner. You have to make sure in a good relationship with people. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
as a housekeeper too, you always make sure you are neat. You are in a good condition. You are neat. Yeah,
Right, so
yeah.
you be right because if you're not neat, then people won't really but think you can't keep
Yeah,
the
yeah,
house clean,
yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, that makes sense. Do you know many other young people like you, young men like you, who do this kind of work?
Uh, uh, Most of like about 70% of guys don't like doing this because some feel shy. Yeah, some feel shy of doing this. But as I said earlier, me, I started it with my mom. I like helping my mom in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's why like I completed like though I can stop and do many other jobs, but it's a passion that like I like doing this. So like I like enjoying doing this too.
Right, right. Okay, good. And, and okay, you mentioned cleaning and so, but do you have to do any kind of like, in addition to cleaning, do you have to cook or do laundry or any of that as a housekeeper?
Uh, uh, as a housekeeper, like you can do maybe cooking and laundry, but it depends. It depends on the agreement with the guest or your visitor.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it depends.
Right, right, yeah, yeah. Because I know, like, we're here, we've been out and about, so we haven't really been doing much cooking. We've been eating out, so you didn't have to cook for us, but just to, make sure the place is tidy
Yeah.
and so on. And if we need anything, if we we need something, you provide it for us, and so so do you? I don't know if you can answer this question, but like I mentioned, like in most countries, like where I'm from, most people who help out as housekeepers, house help, they're female. I think generally, I want to say 99.9% would be female, or maybe 100% would be female. But I've read a lot of West African novels. I love to read. And it seems like for me, whenever I read these books, most of the housekeeper, and sometimes they call them houseboys,
Yeah.
are young men.
Yeah.
And so, is it, even though you mentioned that some of the men, young men that are shy
Mm.
about it, they don't really like to do it, what is more common in Ghana, could you see? Is it for people to help as housekeepers? Would it be male or female? What is most prevalent now in Ghana?
Uh, in Ghana, people don't really actually respect like this kind of job, but it depends on the person. Like if you have the passion that maybe and this way too will come with respect. If you are doing this job, make sure you are a kind of person you respect people a lot. Yeah, just humble yourself and do this job. Some people are some people are arrogant that they want their privacy, so they don't want a job which they will be under somebody and working for the person. So but me, as for me, like I always said, because of my mom and as I helped my mom doing this in the kitchen for a long time ago, and I completed school, and but just that this country not we don't have enough job in this country, so I decided to do this for maybe a while before maybe I'll get my dream job.
Right,
Yeah,
right. And of course, and you know, it's like I always say, this it's honest labor, right? It's honest labor. Whatever you do is honest
yeah,
labor,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
earning whatever you're earning it honestly. So, but just to go back a little bit to the question, what do you think? More, I don't, you may do you know if um, there are people who have more male or more female doing this job in Ghana, or a mixture of both?
Like both of them, but uh, some people prefer to get a female as a housekeeper, and
Okay.
some people to prefer because as a housekeeping job, there are some difficulties. Yeah, there are some challenges you have to pass through. Example, like maybe watering of grasses, dark
Ah,
green grass, and like maybe uh, like you are taking off something that is heavy. As
ah,
a female, you can't be just lifting a heavy item. So some people prefer to get maybe a boy housekeeper.
right,
Yeah,
right. Because in the male, you know, because it's not just inside housework. There are things that you have to do around the yard and so on. Like you said, lifting heavy objects and
yeah,
so on.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like you lifted 4 chairs
Yeah, yeah,
upstairs for
yeah,
us today.
yeah,
Yes, so and that might be difficult. So yes, I understand what you're saying. So Benjamin, thank you so much
you're
for
welcome.
this short little conversation we
You're
had,
welcome,
sharing
welcome.
with us, and you know, just a little bit of Ghana's culture. So thank you, Benjamin Kojo.
Could you?
Say
Yeah, thank.
bye.
Bye bye.